Before we start, stay with me for the next few minutes, because Psalms is not just poetry, it's a place people go when life is real. And by the end, you'll understand why Psalms helps you pray even when you don't know what to say. Let's talk about Psalms. Psalms is a book of songs and prayers. It's not one story from beginning to end. It's more like a collection, a prayer book, a worship book, a book of real emotions spoken to God. Many Psalms are connected to David. Some are connected to other writers too. But the main point is this: Psalms shows how people talk to God in real life. Sometimes they are joyful. Sometimes they are afraid. Sometimes they are angry. Sometimes they are grateful. Sometimes they are exhausted. And Psalm shows that God allows all of that to be brought to him. Here is one of the biggest lessons in Psalms. God can handle honest prayer. Psalms teaches you that prayer is not performance. Prayer is relationship. A lot of Psalms follow a pattern. It starts with trouble. Then there is a cry for help. Then there is trust. Then there is praise. Not every psalm ends in a happy feeling, but many of them move from fear to trust. And that shows how God works. God often changes the heart first, even before the situation changes. There are different kinds of psalms. One kind is praise. These psalms focus on who God is, his power, his holiness, his faithfulness. Another kind is thanksgiving. These psalms say thank you for what God has done. Another kind is lament. Lament means honest grief. These psalms say, God, I am hurting. God, I don't understand. God, please help me. Lament is not weakness in Psalms. Lament is faith speaking in pain. Another kind is wisdom. These Psalms talk about the difference between right and wrong, between a steady life and a reckless life. Some Psalms are about trust. They remind you that God is a refuge, a shelter, a safe place. And there are Psalms that point forward. They speak about a coming king, a Messiah. So Psalms is not only about feelings, it's also about hope. Here's a simple way to understand what Psalms does. Psalms give you words when your heart is full of joy, full of fear, full of confusion. It gives you a way to bring all of that to God, and it teaches you something steady. God is not only present in victory, God is present in the valley. He is present when you are strong and present when you are tired. Psalms also shows that worship is not pretending. Worship can be honest. You can say, God, I trust you. And also say, God, I'm hurting. That is still faith. So if you've ever felt like you don't know how to pray, Psalms is for you. If you've ever felt overwhelmed, Psalms is for you. If you've ever felt grateful, Psalms is for you too. Because Psalms reminds us that God welcomes the full human heart. And one more thing, Psalms helps you build a habit, a rhythm, a daily return to God. not because life is always easy, but because God is steady. If you're listening to this, I'm glad you're here. Psalms reminds us that prayer can be honest, that worship can include tears, and that God is near to the brokenhearted. If this helps you understand Psalms more clearly, leave a comment with your favorite psalm or what stood out to you today. And if you want to keep walking through the Bible with me, book by book, go ahead and subscribe. Next up is Proverbs. Take care of yourself, and we'll keep walking through this together.